Welcome to Holdfast, one of the most two-sided games I have ever played. Before looking at the two different sides of said game, let's go over the basic mechanics of the game. There's two areas in which you can fight, which is on the land and on the sea. On the land you can play as various different types of soldiers, armed with muskets and bayonets. There's also riflemen who use rifles instead of muskets, who don't have bayonets but have a sword instead. There's officers who have a pistol and can give orders, such as placing lines down on the floor that men can stand on. Then there are support roles like musicians who give buffs to friendlies by playing music, flag bearers who give buffs by flying the colours, and as most games have, a surgeon who can heal people, and possibly the most important role as a support, the sapper who can build many different things to help the team, such as barricades, cannons, and various other obstacles to prevent the enemy's assault. Then at sea, which I admittedly have not played much of because when I played last summer, which I played about 300 hours, the number of players who were playing in the Navy were quite low, so there was only a few times when I got a really good game. However, saying that, it's still a very good and fun game mode. You can play on small ships with up to 3 cannons to bigger ships with 50 cannons, and it's really fun to try and play on a 50 cannon ship where you have to work as a team to keep the guns loaded and firing. And there's 4 factions in the game: Britain, France, Prussia, and Russia. So, now we move on to the two different sides of the game. The casual side in Holdfast is amazing. Despite the game being rather small in terms of actual content, the interactions with other players are incredibly fun. For example, we'll use some clips that I took about probably 9 months ago at this point, so apologies for the low quality. But here's some examples. Here's our troops deciding to go on a mass surrender. And how about making friends with the enemy by loading their gun for them?
Wait a fucking second.
What?
Am I stupid? This is a fucking British.
Or perhaps a mass suicide?
Let's do it.
Go then, and we'll go after you.
Yeah, we go after you. Oh no, we're getting shot at. Come on,
Lead. Quick lead.
It's not suicidal. Come on, we're ready. Come on. We're gonna die, bro. We're gonna die. You know what? Fuck it. Everyone is fucking.
Or perhaps going and hiding in a bush with your newly found friend and yelling at passing by enemies to see if they'll find you.
Enemy vessel sighted, sir. I challenge you to a duel.
Oh, he spawned me. There's a French person hiding in the bush with me.
Really?
Yeah, somebody's hiding in the bush with me. They just punched me. They punched me and ran off.
Let's get up there. Oi! Now there's 3 of you.
I don't know what they're doing.
Push in. We have one music. He looked at me straight and he's just like, no.
So I've been punched.
Or perhaps my favourite of all, how about Fight Club?
Imagine sniping people trying to prevent sniping people that you're doing a meme. That's even more flip. Like,
Alright, is that her next opponent? Oh no, he's dead.
Oh, come on, Bence. Come on, Bence. Come on, Bence. You can do it, Bence. Yay! Hey, hey! Aww.
As you can see in these pretty old and poor quality clips, Holdfast in its casual version is entirely based on its interactions with other players. That's where the most fun comes from it, and it gives it just so much replayability, it's just great. So, the other side of Holdfast is the regimental side of Holdfast, which consists of groups of people coming together to play in line battles. Now, these line battles are open to anyone who plays the game, and there may be some line battles that are private, but the one I'm going to show you here is a public one. This is a side of Holdfast that I'm very familiar with. I spent some time running a regiment back in the last summer, but I no longer involve myself with this side of Holdfast past just watching it. However, it's very fun if you have the time for it. So for this line battle I tag along with the RHL, and the best way for me to show you this is for me to just be quiet and let you watch what happens in a line battle.
Move it up. Move.
Momo, go.
Get on that next to me on my right. Fire wheel. Move it down again, move down.
Get down.
Right, get him on left and right shoulder,
Just get down.
Get on the line, guys. On the line.
Oh, cavalry is ending up.
Two guys.
Yeah, this is what cavalry good for.
Cavalry lost. No.
Alright, company. Advance, move, advance.
Move it up, lads. Move it up.
Move.
1 next to the 3 next to the.
Keep going, guys, keep going.
Okay, we don't care.
There's a couple.
Keep going,
And
guys.
another
Go.
Game on the line. Come
Go,
on.
just push through.
Company! Fire!
Let's go. Take
Keep
aim.
firing, gentlemen. Stay on the line.
Fire.
Stay on the line.
Is he
Shoulder to
dead?
shoulder. Everyone fix up the gaps.
Who?
Nice
Get
shot.
in line, gentlemen.
Nice shot.
Shoulder to shoulder, please.
Line behind you.
I don't s-
Keep firing them.
Shoulder to shoulder. Keep firing,
I
gentlemen.
can't get a sight on them.
The war is a total disaster.
You got any cards?
Nothing less.
We can get the line behind the tree.
Everyone step down a bit.
Line, shoulder, fix line, take aim.
Shoulder to shoulder, it will be of FOL. And it is an FOL.
Nice one.
I will build a great wall on our southern border, and I will have
Get
no
it, one's going down. Come on, get him down.
Oh my god, we lost armistice. Right face, everyone, right face.
Where is everyone? Oh, they're dead. Where are you all?
Right face.
This was a good cannon. We are pulling back.
Get him
Give me
down.
huge line on the right of our spawn.
Keep going, boys. Keep going. Stay in your line, please. Stay in the line.
I guess I'm joining this line.
Go, Johnny. Go. Go, Johnny.
Alright,
Go.
good.
Go.
They're all
Don't fear.
in
Keep going.
the
Oh my god.
Holy shit!
What's that?
Oh my
I
god!
could have probably survived that, but I would just
Come
chose
on.
to sacrifice.
On the line. Take aim. Fire. Take aim. Fire.
Oh, the amount of
Fall back.
FOL there.
Fall back on me. Move. Follow me, guys. Follow me.
The amount of FOL
That was-
Siege, lads.
Keep going.
Oh shit.
Oh god.
Oh,
There goes the Miku.
Oh,
That's on Miku, come on.
just fucking oofed that guy.
Come on. Keep going.
Did you see them? He just got fucking oofed by me.
Don't look around.
It's still locking.
Run,
I'm in
Miku, run.
Don't
second
look around.
place for flag bearer.
Step in your goddamn little back, boys.
God damn it. Fuck.
I can take him on.
Third.
Go on,
He has 3 kills, very nice.
Yeah, I've shot
You
2
can fire
people,
with the
stabbed
pistol,
that
you can
guy.
fire with the pistol.
Yeah, listen,
know,
second
but-
though.
Shut up.
I'm surrounded.
Don't leave him.
I stabbed another.
Oh, that was fire.
Nice. You're just
That's.
extra.
Oh god, that FOL is so hard.
Come on, Miku.
I'm trying! They won't stop chasing me! How many do I have to stab?
The British super fired out of line then.
Alright, let's go. Get on the line. Join the line. Good. Join the line.
That
Join
was
the
some
line.
of the worst fire out of line I've seen.
It's dreadful to play that
So
one.
many FOL.
It's nice to know that spinning and stabbing still works.
Well then, the
Your
Admiral
business,
gets
that would be
something.
FOL.
Planking him.
You too, Dax. Dax, no one's mercy for the Swedish.
Oh, no.
Hello?
I need it.
How are you blind? Honestly.
Right.
Ben's nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Because we should
Yeah, go ahead, Albert.
Dude, finish it! Keep going!
I'm always still.
Oh, no.
Just surrender.
There's still one guy left. Atomic, get him, Atomic.
Glacier kick.
Get him, Atomic. Get him, boy.
Oh, not too bad, not too bad. Over, the cannons are just cannonballs.
Yeah, they said that last round. How did that go?
Well, not my fault that all of you got shrapnel.
Yeah, it's not too like good.
Fill the gaps.
Left face. Moving out to them and moving.
200-meter headshot!
I just got hit by a 197-meter shot.
Dead Jim is not the cannonball magnet.
Alright.
Oh, I got shot.
Oh, shit.
Another 196-meter shot.
In regards to regimental holdfast, there is a problem with it, and that's just a lot of smaller regiments have quite a lot of drama. Maybe the big ones too, but I haven't spent any time in them, so I won't speak for them. But I know small ones have a lot of drama in them, and it can be quite a lot to have to deal with if you're an NCO. But generally it's all positive, overall. Everything seems to always work out, everyone can find a new regiment to play with. So, should you buy Holdfast? Well, the answer's yes. It doesn't matter if you're into the Napoleonic Wars or not, because this game is primarily built off its incredibly fun interactions with other players. So, I can't imagine there being many people out there who wouldn't enjoy this game in one way or another. So I definitely recommend it. I'll see you guys next time, and it'll be a video on the IS-1 for War Thunder. If you give this video a like, it'll really help me with the algorithm. And come watch me on Twitch, that is my main platform. So I'll look forward to seeing you next. Bye.
Oh, no, I can crouch.
Wrong.